All the windows are coated with frost. But it's warming up. It's gonna be a perfect beach day. I had a little extra time today, so before we hit the beach, I thought I'd make a quick stop at the Great Salt Marsh. So salt marshes are extremely important both for the community as well as the ecosystem. So what they do is they fill with salt water during the high tides, and they actually absorb most of the salt water during the high tides, and then it depletes when the tide goes out. It actually acts as a barrier between the ocean and the homes and the businesses. So its job is to actually absorb all of that water and prevent flooding. So there's a lot of decomposing that goes on in the salt marshes because it acts as like a giant sponge and sponges up all the water before it can actually reach the mainland. So when the temperature changes, it causes the ice to expand and contract, and eventually it cracks. And when there's a crack in the ice, it sends vibrations through it. And the faster or slower the vibrations travel determine the sound. So the faster it travels, the higher pitch sound it creates, and the slower it travels, the lower frequency it creates. So we're gonna have to cut our visit with the salt marsh short. It is starting to rain out and we wanna get our beach time in. So we'll save the salt marshes for a whole other video. So we made it to the beach. It is a weird weather day, so the rain had stopped. It was like a little drizzle. We had a little bit of a rainbow that I just missed getting on film, but it's very beautiful now. The dunes are quiet. I will show you a little bit of that. Some nice visuals of coming through the dunes. Let's get out to the beach and see what we can find. Let's get down there and start exploring. It's like an obstacle course today. Ugh, that looks dangerous. I'm actually going to walk through the snow here because I don't trust that I won't slide down. Okay, we made it. Let's go. Okay, so our first find of today looks like it's going to be a red dog whelk. So it looks like it's going to be a red dog whelk. So something interesting that I don't think I ever shared with you about the dog whelk is they used to use it to make textile dyes and create dyes for fabrics and clothing. It's a little bit of information there for you on the dog whelk that we have not covered before. So this is our first find of the day, and it's a good one. Cool horse mussel. Barnacle covered horse mussel. Lots of really cool colors in that. Inside looks really nice too. And then coming up we have some traps. Here's an up close view of the traps, and somebody put a really nice piece of driftwood on top of that. It's actually really heavy, but check out all the holes in that. See through the holes. Take a look at the ocean through that. Very nice piece of driftwood. Put that back on the traps here. Some interesting things up higher on the beach that I'm going to check out. It does look like there are some tracks here, probably from a coyote. So we'll follow those up the beach. Yeah, it does look like it is coyote tracks from the nail marks in the front. But up here, over here, it does look like there is some type of a bone. So in one of my last videos, I explained how there are a lot of bone fossils that do wash up on the beach. Some are from fish, but a lot are from livestock. Newberry and the surrounding town are farming communities, and a lot of livestock bones wash up from cattle, horses, bison. But this is a fragment, so it is unidentifiable, but it is a bone. You can tell from the porous markings and the structure. So we'll leave that here and carry on. So I'll get down close here for you. It's a nice piece of frothy sea glass. Nice moon snail. Another nice dog whelk. More little tiny shells today. A lot of little baby shells all the way down the rack line today. So all the way down this rack line today are a bunch of teeny tiny shells. Just like these. Look at this purple dog whelk. Look at how beautiful the coloring on this is. I've never found a purple one before. So again, these come in all different colors. But the tip of the whorl, the apex of the shell, is purple. And I love that. So I'll give you an up close view of that. Kind of stoked about this shell, I have to say. Another really beautiful piece of a whorl. They actually have a collection of just the whorls like this, just because they look like they're painted. Those would make a beautiful painting. Little Georgia O'Keeffe flair to it. Haven't filled the canvas as a macro painting, but I've been collecting the tips of these just because of the coloring, the patterns, and like I really like the stark white against the dark browns. It's really chocolatey. Today is definitely the day of the dog whelk. I'm finding really large dog whelks. Like this is pretty large. My fingers are starting to go numb, so I really can't feel my hand. But this dog whelk is larger than most of the ones I find here. But today is definitely the day of the dog whelk. We are finding a ton of them in various colors and sizes. Okay, the waves just carried this patch up. Ooh, there's a nice one. Look at the blues in that one. I keep turning my camera on and off, like I find one. Whew, almost got wasted there. But I mean, look at this. Crazy colors. I keep turning my camera on and off, but it's like I might as well just leave it on. It's like dog whelk after dog whelk, and they're all super unique. You can see the ribbing around it. I'm gonna have a whole jar of them by the time I leave today. Wow, look at this one. I'm really stoked about these. My goal is to fill a glass jar, so I feel like by the time we leave today, we're gonna meet that goal. But I have never seen them this vibrant before. Nice orange color. I think there's another one right over here. And then another one here. It's a really nice dog whelks. Busted. Not busted. Woo. And feet are wet because I can't come to the beach without getting soaked. It's just not in the cards for me. I try every time and I fail. I feel like we have enough dog whelks to fill a jar, so I feel like I met my goal for today. We won't know for sure until we get home and clean everything up and wash everything off. So thanks for shelling with me today, guys, and I'll see you next time we hit the beach. Bye.